Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 33 of the Zoomer Sports Radio, and I have a special guest for today's episode. I got a man of many talents. He's a D3 volleyball player at Trine University in Indiana. He's a YouTuber. He has over 700K followers on TikTok, and he has even appeared on Inside the NBA. Please welcome Nick Woolley.
All right. That was the best intro I've ever received in my life. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for coming on, Nick. As you know, you're really busy. Just moved into college last week. Got a big volleyball season coming up, but we have two, besides both being from the western suburbs, we got two common things. We're both big Chiefs fans.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so what are the keys to victory tomorrow for the Chiefs to beat the Bills? Because obviously Mahomes has been cleared, so I think we are in the clear. But what in your opinion, what are the keys to victory?
So tomorrow, I think the keys to victory are going to be keeping a lead the entire. The Bills are really hot right now, and they're like the one team that I don't want to be playing from behind against. Like the Browns, if they were to get up to a lead early in the game, I wasn't worried because we had Mahomes and we're the Chiefs. We can come back. But the Bills offense looks so good right now that we need to be the ones that get off to the early lead and let them crumble. That's what I'm thinking. And I don't. Clyde's playing tomorrow, right? Do you know if he is or not?
I hope so. That we need him.
If Clyde's playing tomorrow, then I think that'll be huge because if we can get off to an early lead and then start handing the ball off to Clyde second half, then we could that'll be all we need.
I think he's questionable right now, Clyde.
Questionable, okay.
So I think he will be there. And what I think separates the Chiefs and the Bills is experience. I mean, the Chiefs are still a relatively young team, but they've been there, done that. They obviously beat the 49ers last year in the Super Bowl. They lost to Brady because D Ford was offsides the 2 years before.
Don't you get me started now.
What was even funnier is that we beat him in the Super Bowl the next year.
That's true. It felt good. It felt nice. We were due.
But Andy Reid is completely transformed, or Steve Spagnuolo completely transformed that defense because 2 years ago it was Marcus Peters, Justin Houston, Dontari Poe, Derek Johnson. Now guys like Tyrann Mathieu. Oh, Reggie Ragland was on that old team, but Tyrann Mathieu, Willie Gay Jr., a whole different look.
Yeah, we got a brand new arsenal, and it's good. I like the Spags defense compared to the god-awful Bob Sutton defense we've been having to deal with for the years before that.
Yeah, so definitely two of the best quarterbacks in the league facing off, Mahomes versus Josh Allen. Mahomes, obviously, a more agile quarterback, best known for his no-look passes, but Josh Allen, that man's a gunslinger. I mean, you can say the same thing about Mahomes, but Josh Allen, I think, has the fastest velocity off his football throw.
Yeah, Josh Allen is scary. Josh Allen's got a monster arm. He can run too, but I think running is a problem for Josh Allen because he's gotten lucky so far in his career, but all it takes is one hit and he's done. He'll go down. Now I know I can't really be talking because Mahomes, my boy, has been getting hurt from running too, but Josh Allen's just physical. So he's yeah, I agree. He's scary. He's explosive. I don't want to mess with Josh Allen, but we gotta earn our way to the Super Bowl.
Because I was so nervous last week when Mahomes went down. Because one, I don't know what he was doing. He should have not have been that involved like that, going down and dirty like that. But he literally looked like he was drunk off his ass when he came up. Like he couldn't get up. He had who is it? Eric Fisher had to pull him up.
Yeah, he was daisy. He was not good. I was a nervous train wreck in my friend's college dorm when we were watching the game.
But Chad Henne,
sure it was over. Chad Henne, anything's possible. You know it.
Chad Henne, definitely happy he won't be starting this game. But go.
Yeah.
Because I think the Bills would easily win with Chad Henne.
Yeah, the Bills defense it's a solid defense too. So yeah, I agree with you. That I whenever I got the news that Mahomes passed the protocol and he's playing this week, thank God. Thank goodness.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously everyone on the Bills defense, very good defense. except when Derrick Henry's going against Josh Norman. Just throwing him to a dirt nap.
Yep.
But yeah, so the line of the game, the spread is 3.5 Chiefs. What's your prediction for this game? Are you going to give one of those predictions you give on TikTok, 70-2 or something? 77?
No, because anytime I do that, it means I don't respect the other team. Whenever we play the Browns or some team like that, I always give a 122 to nothing Chiefs, because I don't respect, but I respect the Bills. So because I respect the Bills, I make it close. So it's like 34-10 for the Bills. And in reality, though, there is a part of me that believes that it could actually be a blowout for the Chiefs. If we get hot and just keep passing the ball nonstop and don't even think about running, as long as we don't get conservative in the second half, like we usually start handing the ball off while the game's too close, and it ends up we end up shooting ourselves in the foot and letting other teams in. But like, let's say Clyde's out and we just keep throwing the ball, I think there's a chance it could be a blowout. But if we stick to our regular Chiefs script, I would say we win the game by like 6 points. Let's say 6 points. That's my prediction.
That's a good one. I think what the Chiefs got to do on defense is turnovers. Tyrann Mathieu, the honey badger himself, that's what we pay him to do, is force turnovers. Well, it's a forced fumble, interception. We got to do that. We got to get Allen. He's never been this far in the playoffs, but we just got to pressure him up on the line. And what's awesome about this, I think you have maybe one of the strongest fan bases in all of NFL. You got Bills
That's
Mafia
true.
and Chiefs Kingdom. I think it'll be great. I wish it was full house because Arrowhead Stadium would be electric.
It would. You ever been to a Chiefs game before?
I've not, but I have been to the stadium.
That's awesome.
I've been to Arrowhead though.
It's crazy. It's unbelievable. If it was a full house, then it would be a blowout, no question in my mind. But
I mean, it is the loudest stadium in the world.
It is. Yeah, and we're still gonna have, I want to say, 9,000 people there for the game. So that's nothing. That's not a small number or anything. That's still, they still make an impact on the game with that many people. I mean, that's like a regular Chargers game.
Yeah. So. And the old they used to play at the soccer stadium.
Fact.
And they couldn't even fill that up, and it was like a third of every other NFL stadium.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it's actually maybe. I know the Chiefs started with 18,000, and have they decreased that number of people in?
Dude, maybe I'm thinking 19,000, not 9,000. I could have the number
I think
totally
you're
wrong.
19,000.
Yeah, it's definitely So even more.
You know, Arrowhead. I don't think they even have to pump in artificial noise, because just the way Arrowhead Stadium is built, like with like the field under and like only the upper deck is above, like it just like it's a funnel for noise,
Dangerous.
and it's just so loud. Same thing with like I forget, they changed the name of CenturyLink Field in Seattle to something weird, but like it has like a funnel too, kind of like a drum, I'd kind of say, and that's why Seattle and Kansas City are the loudest fan bases.
Yeah, in 2014 when the Chiefs played the Patriots and broke the record, I was at that game. I was there in the stadium when that happened, and it hurt. It like hurts your ears so bad because it's like that, because people don't realize how loud it is until they're in the middle of it. And you can feel the pressure in your ears just changing. It's fun. It's super fun, but damn, it hurts. It really does.
Yeah. So, which team going into the NFC? Which team do you think would be a harder matchup for the Chiefs if they win and go to the Super Bowl? Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, or Rodgers and the Packers?
This is how much the Bucs scare me. I am not scared of the Buccaneers whatsoever. This is how scared I am of the Packers. I would much rather play the Buccaneers. I mean, you saw what we did to them earlier in the season. I think we could repeat it. But the Packers the Packers are good. Their rush defense is not great, which is where I think that would be huge for us.
And besides Kenny Clark, they got no one on that line.
Yeah, so I would rather play the Bucs, even though matchup wise, it wouldn't, like, you'd want to play the Packers, but I would still rather, I'd rather play the Bucs. I don't want to play the Packers because Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. And he's having this crazy season right now. But it would be a great game. it would be a fantastic game. I hope it's the Packers and the Chiefs because I want to earn our Super Bowl.
Because, I mean, Aaron Rodgers, ever since the Packers drafted Jordan Love this year, he's just been on a tear. I think that gave him some extra motivation. Like, are you really going to try to Brett Favre me? Yeah, if he was Jordan. So that made it personal.
Yeah, that's facts.
And, like, just what he can do. Like, you've seen his only receiver is Devontae Adams, but he has made, like, guys like Robert Tonyan become household names who were nobodies before they had Aaron Rodgers, which is insane. He's like Brady. He's like Mahomes. He can take these not so good receivers like Demarcus Robinson and turn them into above average and if not Pro Bowlers.
He's been doing it for years too. It's a crazy thing.
Yeah, I noticed, like, once these Packers guys leave the Green Bay, their careers, like, they go to shit. You got, like,
there's nothing after that.
Like Randall Cobb, he's not doing anything in Houston. Jordy Nelson, yeah, quickly retired after going to Oakland. James Jones, I don't know if you remember him. His career didn't last after he left Green Bay. So yeah, Aaron Rodgers he scares me because he's Aaron Rodgers, and I've seen him what he's done to the Bears, especially. I think he's lost the Bears maybe once without getting hurt. Like if he plays the whole game.
Yeah, and even when he's hurt, he still sometimes beats the Bears. It's weird. It's like flipped for Rodgers because people always say that Mahomes is a product of his receivers like Tyreek Hill and Kelsey, and which, like, obviously that doesn't hurt. But Rodgers just he built a little different, turning the receivers into the big playmakers. So yeah, I personally do want it to be a Packers Chiefs Super Bowl just because that would be. I feel like that'd be more enjoyable to watch, and you would really get the two best teams out of each conference. But if we got to beat the shit out of the Bucks, then we can do that too. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I mean, State Farm would definitely enjoy that Super Bowl.
Be a good State Farm.
It almost happened last year, but Garoppolo and the Niners beat the Packers.
Somehow, yeah. Yikes.
I mean, they almost beat us, but we came back. I am not scared if we're down by 3 or 7 points. 2 minutes and we got the ball at our 20. I'm not scared.
No, I'm not. That's what I've learned over the past 2 years is that I don't care how much we're down at any point in the game. It's like, so who cares? Like, who cares? It doesn't matter. We're built different.
It was like that Oakland game this year. Jason Witten scores a touchdown to take the lead. I think with like a minute 30 left. And then Mahomes goes just charging up the field. I think if there was like a 32-yard touchdown pass, game over.
Too much time. Can't do that. Can't, especially not against Mahomes.
Who is the best quarterback in the NFL right now? I don't care if you say people who say Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson. It is Mahomes.
Oh yeah, it's Patrick Mahomes. There's not a question. I assume you're a Chiefs fan, so I bet you've heard, like I have all the time, if Mahomes was on the Jets, he wouldn't be that good. If Mahomes was on the Bears, he wouldn't. It doesn't matter.
I think if Mahomes is on the Bears, he'd be taking them to a Super Bowl contender.
Like, it's literally Mahomes. Like, he is not overrated. He is amazing. He's just amazing. No, I might be a little biased, but the dude is just crazy. The dude is just different.
Would you say Mahomes is your favorite player on the team? Because mine is actually Tyrann Mathieu.
That's hard. I really like Kelsey a lot. I'm just not a big I'm not a big defensively minded guy. Like when I played football 8th grade and freshman year and I was a quarterback. So like I know everything there's to know about offense, but defense I just I don't know enough to say or like appreciate, oh, this guy's doing this or this guy's doing that. But yeah, I do like Tyrann Mathieu because the dude is a beast and he collects his rent every game. But I would say it'd either be Travis Kelce or Mahomes.
Yeah,
my favorite.
I like to buy jerseys of defensive guys, even though I'm an offensive guys. I like offense better because I just think they don't get the respect they deserve. Because I got a Tyrann Mathieu away jersey.
Hang on, keep talking. Go ahead.
I got a Eddie Jackson Bears jersey. I mean, I'll own like Patrick Mahomes jerseys. I got one. I just want to wear the defensive guys. That's just personal preference. I like the defensive jerseys.
I respect that, but you want to talk about showing respect with jerseys? Here we go. I got two for you right now.
All right, let's see them.
We're going to turn this camera a little bit. So.
Oh, is it the Harrison Butker?
We got our Harrison Butker jersey, right? Fantastic. He's not having the greatest year, but I still love him.
He's still a top 5 kicker in the league.
Yeah, dude's still a beast. And this one's even better. I got an Anthony Sherman jersey right here, fullback.
The fullback.
Got to show love as well. And fun fact, last year I went to a Ravens-Chiefs game, and I was watching the warm-ups down at the sidelines, and Sherman saw my jersey, dapped me up, and said he's never seen it, but he's never seen anybody wear a Anthony Sherman jersey in his life. So that was a big moment for me right there.
I mean, you should have got did you get that on like TikTok or something? You should have got that interaction on film.
Yeah, I did, right, but it just happened so fast I couldn't do anything. And it's weird because you go to the Chiefs games. It's funny. Back when Marcus Peters was on the Chiefs in pregame warmups, every time I'd go, he warms up with the receivers for whatever reason because Marcus Peters. But even better, Anthony Sherman warms up with the receivers. So he's just out there running. So he saw the jersey, like, give me one of these, and went out there, caught a ball running a fly route, which he would never do. But it was great. It was funny. It was a good thing to watch.
Yeah, so obviously we both are going to take the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. They're going to win back-to-back. First team since I don't even know who was the last team to win back-to-back.
2003 Patriots, maybe.
Oh yeah. I think Rams. They Vinatieri kicked the game winner versus the Rams, then kicked the game winner versus the Panthers. Mm-hmm. And I think the last AFC team to go to the Super Bowl. Oh no, they were on the AFC. I was going to bring up the Bills, 4 Super Bowls in a row and not winning one.
Yeah,
that's just pretty funny. Like that's just like you can't joke about that because it's still successful. But like you lost 4 Super Bowls, you went 0 for 4.
Let me tell you something. If the Bills do beat us tomorrow, I'm going to be the biggest Bills fan in this Super Bowl. Because, okay, if we can't win it, I would want the Bills to win it.
I would agree with you.
Else. Yeah, obviously we're going to win, and I want to win. But
I don't want Brady to win it out of anyone. I don't want him to get number 7.
No, I don't. I think Brady's overhyped. That is someone I think is overhyped.
I agree. He is overrated. But like if you say he's overrated, you have all these Patriots and Tom Brady bandwagons just jumping on you. And like I think I'm gonna ride this take.
I don't care.
I'm gonna ride this take forever. I think Mahomes will be the GOAT when he retires.
Oh, for sure. I think so too. He's. Especially if he wins this Super Bowl, then I don't even know. It's
like if you look like
it's gonna be crazy at that point.
I remember I think the game was on CBS. Like they had a graphic like where Mahomes was and where Brady was at this time. He's beating him in like every statistic. Like when he was at his age
he's
25
way ahead
season.
of the game.
So let's move away from the Chiefs. Let's more on your social media career. So back when you were on TikTok, how did you come up with these crazy, hilarious ideas like throwing the easel at your sister? Or my favorite TikTok you ever made was the Mitch Trubisky one, the Bears draft room.
Yeah.
San Francisco's on the clock. I'm giving him a call right now. We're trading up and we're getting our guy. And you're sure you don't want either of the... I'm damn sure! I'm going to go ahead and FaceTime him right now. Hey, what's up, man? It's Pace from the Chicago Bears.
Oh, what's up, man?
Yeah, so we want to move into that spot because I think you're going to take Trubisky.
Oh, we're not taking Trubisky, don't worry.
Okay, so here's what I have to offer. I'm going to give you a second-round pick.
We're not taking Trubisky.
I'm going to give you...
So, and you also had, your Corona colors, another one I like was the St. Louis Parabola. I now call it that just because my hatred towards St. Louis from being a Kansas City fan and Chicago fan. I just don't like St. Louis.
What is up, everyone? We're here in the beautiful St. Louis. Behind me, we got the good old St. Louis parabola. And if you look over here to my right, we got the Golden Gate Bridge. And finally, last but not least, the Lake of the Ozarks. I love this city for so many reasons.
I know, I feel that. Basically, just throughout the day, a lot like funny things happen throughout the day to everybody. But most of the time, by the time you go to bed, you just forget about it. But what I would do is I'd go to high school, and there would be so many funny things that would happen throughout just the regular school day. I just like keep track. Like I'd write it in my notes, and that would turn into what the video would be. So like for Trubisky, that video, I think I was talking to my friends about it, and we just like had this conversation about what if this happened, and I was like, oh, that's a TikTok right there. My volleyball team, we were in St. Louis for a tournament, and someone brought up that the arch looked like a parabola, and I was like, all right, that's not a parabola, but that would be hilarious now if I started doing that. So it just like I just started anytime anything funny would happen throughout the day, I'd put it down somewhere, and then be like later in the day when I'd get home, be like, okay, I could turn this into a video like this or something like that, you know?
I also enjoyed the ones when you were your high school superintendent, because like right when Corona came about, like these kids are coming to school, because like I felt the same way over in District 87 at Glenbard West. Like
Yeah,
we would be coming to school unless like the buses literally couldn't move out of the parking lot.
yeah, yeah, like I said earlier, that was because our superintendent was getting a whole bunch of emails from parents and stuff, and he was getting really angry, and he told everyone to stop emailing him. And I was like, oh, there you go, like just like that. That's all it took. And I was like, that would be a good video. That'd be funny. Just pretend to be a superintendent that's all pissed off because people aren't going to school.
And then some of your more popular videos are probably like your reaction ones, like the mirror with the of. I just remember all these because one the easel one that made it onto Barstool Sports was on my For You page. I'm like, this is hilarious. I'm gonna follow this guy.
Yeah, you've done your research, dude. This is impressive. The stuff I've done interviews before, but this is really impressive.
I mean, I've done interviews with professional athletes. I'm like, I gotta know my stuff. I can't be embarrassed on the podcast.
I got you. Yeah, no, it's insane. Good work.
And then this is just like I basically know like your whole stuff because I switched over to your YouTube channel. Like, let's talk about that Noah Miller controversy with your For the Boys video.
All right, there we go. Awesome.
I mean, because he's not only attacked you, Josh Richards was talking about it with Portnoy. He attacks the Sway House, and just for everyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, and Nick's gonna explain it. But if you want more in depth, go to Nick's YouTube channel. Nick Woolley, just Nick Woolley, just look it up. And then there's a 1 and 0, but just look up his name.
Yeah, you look up my name, the account will pop up. But yeah, I do a story time, talk about that whole thing. But basically, I made that video because at the time For the Boys, like that was the hot thing. You know, everyone had their Saturdays for the Boys flag for the boy. Like that was just the thing. It was just guys being dudes. There was no deeper meaning. There's not a cult. It's not just like for the boys. Let's go. So you know, me making videos and stuff, like you got to take advantage of opportunities. If something's hot, you got to make a video about it. Like that's just how it works on TikTok. So I made that video.
Had a conversation with one of my female friends. She said For the Boys is dumb because girls could say just for the girls and mean the same thing. First of all, if you put 2 girls in a room together, they'll find something to hate about each other. You put 2 guys in a room, they'll find many things to love about each other. And I can tell you right now that this video is probably going to have over 100,000 likes. Why? Because it's the brotherhood that the boys have built. Alright? So go ahead, females. If anyone wants to try to say For the Girls and get a bunch of likes on their video, I welcome it. But the boys got this shit on lockdown.
Where I basically said, because I was talking to one of my friends that was a girl, and she said that For the Boys is dumb because the girls could just say For the Girls and it would mean the same thing, but no one takes that seriously.
It wouldn't.
And that's something that actually happened. So I made a video about it because, like, you know, throughout the day, you know, you make a video about it later. And I said that that's not how that would work, because Like, I know just from my experience in high school, a lot of girls don't like each other and a lot of girls fight all the time. I've heard some mean things. Girls are not afraid to say some mean things about other girls. But basically, I had this argument with her, and I was like, "There's no way," because for the boys, it's like a universal thing.
It's like a fraternity kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you got a Barstool sports hat on right now. I got a Barstool flag somewhere in here. But yeah, this is how it goes. And so I made a video about it, and I went to bed, and that I posted that over the summer, and I was getting like the video blew up. It only got like 700,000 likes over the summer, and like girls were commenting on it. They're like, "This is true." Like, they were like, "This is funny. This is facts. This is, hate to say it, but it's cool." So it was cool. We were chilling for a little bit. And then 3 months later, I'm in college, and I checked TikTok, and a whole bunch of people are flooding my comments on that video. I'm like, maybe TikTok gave me round two, some more publicity on this video. And these people were really angry. They're like, "What are you talking about? You can't say for the boys, for the boys." For some reason, people thought I was gay too. They kept saying, "Oh my gosh, you're gay." Whoa, what? So then I see that this Noah Miller guy made a video about it. So, okay, well, let's go check this out. It was on his second account. I look at the video, and he's just coming after me, and he sends all his people to my video, and he was basically saying that what I said was unbelievable, that it was really bad what I said, but I don't think it was. That's why, like,
I don't think it was either.
If I say something bad, like, I would take that down. Like, I'm not trying to be mean or offend anybody. Like, if I say something mean and it is mean, I'm gonna take it down. But I kept it up. You can go check it. Anyone that's watching, listening to the podcast, like, you can go look at the video. It's still up there. It's got like 6 million views, because I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So I showed some of my friends that were girls, and I was like, "Okay, watch this and be honest with me. If it's messed up, I'm gonna delete the video. But if there's nothing wrong with it, I'm gonna keep it up." They watched it. They're like, "What? What's wrong with this video?"
It's just TikTok. Everyone's oversensitive on it, and you went on it. It's turned into a toxic place now.
Mm-hmm. So that had 700,000 likes, and in that time period, in 3 months, I joined the TikTok Creator Fund. So basically, like, for every view you get on TikTok, if you're in the Creator Fund, you get like 0.0003 cents, but that builds up over time. So,
I think.
Yeah. Oops.
I think it gets around like $1 per like 50,000 views, somewhere around like.
Yeah, something like that. So I'm sitting there, and I didn't know that Noah Miller was big, because the only thing I knew was that he had the second account. I thought that was his main account. And then, because I was gonna make a video back. I was like, this guy doesn't have as many followers as me. I'm gonna destroy this guy. But then luckily I saw that he had a main account, and I was like, okay, hang on. We're not gonna do that. But over time, because Noah Miller made a video about it and gave it all this publicity, the video ended up getting like 1 million more views, which that ended up making a lot of money. A lot of money. So then I was like, okay, this isn't that bad. This isn't that bad at all. And then it all came full circle, because his whole thing is spread positivity, but he tries to cancel. It doesn't make any sense. Done.
Like his bio says spread positivity, but then all of his TikToks are just him trying to cancel people.
Just him just hating. Like, do you remember Don Lej, the guy that would smile, and the guy that would just smile and react to other people's videos?
Yeah.
And he got kicked off the platform. Noah Miller was the main person that got him kicked off the platform. He sent his followers to kick him off. So I was like, all right, whatever. If they hate, let them hate. Watch the money pile up. So I'm sitting there. This is, I want to say, a couple weeks ago. I look at my phone, and I'm friends with Ben Houselog. I don't know if you know who Ben Houselog is. He's a guy that makes TikToks too. He's got like 3 million or 2 million followers or so. He made a video saying about how someone who tries to cancel others just got canceled. I was like, oh, I wonder who that would be. I go in the comments, I see Noah Miller. I'm like, no way. Go to the video. This man made an insensitive, racist joke about illegal immigrants. And I was like, There we go. It's poetic. Poetic. It was wonderful. A great day. I was hyped. So yeah, that's the Noah Miller story, and that's basically what happened.
Yeah, so I got probably like 2 more questions left on the TikTok, then we'll shift over to the YouTube where you are now. But what was your favorite TikTok you ever made?
The one that I think is the funniest, the one I think is the best made, is I'm trying to think how I'm gonna word this because it's so random.
Wait, is it the Shaq? Is it the Shaq or the?
No, not Shaq.
Not the inside the NBA one, but the other one.
Yeah, the prostate exam.
Yeah.
No,
prostate exam.
Not that one. It was. Guys, I was on the phone with a doctor and I said my wife is going into labor, and the doctor said, "Is it your firstborn?" And I say,
"I know where this is going now."
Yeah, I say, "No, it's my wife," or something like that. But that's not even my joke. Like that's not even the funny part of the video. Then the doctor drops the phone, the screen goes to black and white, and then I go into this speech about how Rosetta Stone didn't sit down in the back of the bus, and that made me laugh. So usually my videos don't make me laugh, but even that made me laugh, and I was proud of that one. I'm still proud of that one. It's hard if you explain it, it's not as funny, but you go back and you watch that video, it's a funny video. So that's probably my favorite one.
Yeah, I also enjoyed like right at the start of the lockdown in March was the Monopoly one you made with your sister and your dad. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And then he also explains this on his YouTube. What I'm gonna go to now. How did you get on Inside the NBA?
Okay, so I'm on the app Cameo, right?
Yeah.
You've heard of Cameo?
Yeah, yeah, everyone knows you. There's celebrities on there from like Dennis Rodman to I can't like just famous people. And and one of those famous people is Nick right here.
I wouldn't say that, but I appreciate it. No, so the Cameo let me onto their app. They reached out to me and they wanted to be on the app, and I was like, wow, like this TikTok stuff is starting to pick up a little bit. I was like, all right. So I only charged like $2 because I was like, this I'm not worth a whole bunch of money like these other people. Like I'm just a guy that makes funny. Like we'll go $2, and I was like, no one's gonna get any cameos. If they do, it's $2, whatever. So I ended up getting a couple of cameos, and then I got a message from somebody that were a producer from Inside the NBA, and they said, hey, we're doing this episode with Shaq. Cameo's our sponsor for the episode, so we're gonna do a skit where Shaq gets 2 people that are like nobodies, and Ernie gets people that people know. And
it was the Jet.
Yeah, the Jet. Yeah, my bad. So I immediately disregarded the message because I was like, this is fake. this is not real. But I was like, this guy paid $2. I'll take $2. Sure, let's make this video. So I make the cameo, and the thing that people don't know is Inside the NBA showed the cameo, but they only showed like 20 seconds. There were like 40 seconds after that of me just going in on like saying a bunch of stuff that can't be on TV.
Is it because you thought it was fake?
Yeah. I was like, whoever's pulling this prank, just a bunch of stuff. Can't say it on TV, whatever. So I go to bed that night. 2 days later, I walk into school and I'm in my music class. And my friend next to me, he's like, hey, I saw you on Inside the NBA last night, man. That's crazy. And I was like, shut the hell up. Like, no, you did not see me on Inside the NBA. He's like, no, you were. And then my other friend was like, no, you were. So then I just assumed that I was like, this is a joke. There's no possible way. And he goes, okay, let me prove it to you. And he goes on YouTube and he finds the actual clip and he shows me. And when I tell you, like, I freaked out harder than I've ever freaked out in my life. Bro, it was a whole nother level of freaking out. Like how am I supposed to focus in music theory when
you're on national television?
Yeah. So then I tell my parents, they're like, no, that didn't happen. I was like, I thought that's what I thought too. And I sent them the clip and they're like, oh my God. So yeah, that's basically how that happened. And it's crazy. I still can't believe it to this day. I don't know how that all worked out, but it did. And it's awesome.
Got a cameo for you.
That's gonna be good.
Let's roll those.
Happy birthday, Shaq. I'm a big Tik Tock fan. You're one of my favorite actors ever, Shaq. Loved you in Shazam.
Kazam.
I didn't watch it, but I heard good things. The movie Shrek was phenomenal. And when is Shrek 4 coming out? Just want to know, because like I said, huge fan, Shaq. Happy birthday, you big ogre.
Yeah, I think the best part of it when they're showing it, you're talking about like Shaq was in Kazam, he corrects you Shazam, and then I think then Charles Barkley goes, he kind of looks like Yao Ming.
Yeah, they told me, and the thing, they said there was no script. They just wanted me to go off on Shaq. They're like, give me every bad thing you could say about Shaq. And so like I was like, ooh, I should make fun of Kazam and call it Shazam or whatever. And I just went through the things. But yeah, whenever he made that Yao Ming comment, I was like, I've heard that one before, Shaq. Trust me, I know.
All right, now let's switch over to the YouTube. So when you talk about like your switch, you've gone way over this in your YouTube videos, but what do you like about YouTube more than TikTok? And what's the main reason you switched?
Yeah, so like you said earlier, TikTok is like really toxic now. It's been toxic, but like I've never really had any problems.
Like,
and
I remember you made a TikTok like, there's people fighting over there. There's people fighting over there. We're just chilling in the middle. I'm looking for a fight.
I'm looking for a fight. And Noah Miller answered, and Noah Miller died. So that's what happened. But no, so like I know it's toxic, and how many professional TikTokers do you think there are in this world?
I don't know. You got the D'Amelios, you got the Addison Rays, the
like
Josh
the top
Richards.
Like 0.001%. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like most of the big people on TikTok didn't get famous from TikTok. Like guys who are big on TikTok, like Gary V, like they had stuff that they were famous before TikTok.
But I'm talking about like the amount of people that solely make TikToks and that's their full-time job. That's a very, very, very small number, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you had to guess how many full-time YouTubers there are in this world, how many would you say?
Oh, a lot more.
Oh, so many more, right?
Yeah, you got your PewDiePies, and then you got like your sports channels. Like there's just YouTube is way more broader because people can choose what they want to watch. TikTok, it kind of pops up on their feed.
Yeah, so TikTok, in order to have it be a full-time job, like you need almost 3 million followers for it to be like a full-time job. YouTube, you can get like 50,000 subscribers and you're set. Like that could be your full-time job if you take it seriously enough. So, and I've always liked making, like I've been on YouTube since 2012. Even before that, I was making videos and putting stuff on there, but no one saw it, obviously. But I've always made long videos. I always like making those long comedy skits and stuff like that. TikTok was just a thing that I like made a couple videos and they blew up, and I was like, oh, I'll just keep doing this. And I kept doing it, and I really did enjoy it, and I enjoyed the app. But at the end, I think like it just ran its course, and I talked to my other friends that were TikTokers and moved to YouTube, and all of them said like, dude, it's the move. I would recommend it. And I switched over to YouTube, and like on TikTok, I average like 50,000 views a post. On YouTube, like I could get 100 views or something, and that doesn't bother me. I don't care if I get less views. I just want to make sure that the video that I'm putting out is like something that I would enjoy watching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like, what's your favorite type of video to post on YouTube? Is it like a volleyball video, a vlog, Q&A, story time, or like a comedy sketch?
I don't really have a favorite, but I like to see the thing. I just like to mix it up because I like to make the D3 videos because when I was in high school, I wanted to see what it was like being a D3 volleyball player, but there was no one that made videos like that. Do you know who Devontae Friga is by any chance?
I do not.
He made D3 basketball videos, and the problem with people like basing their entire channel around D3 stuff is once they graduate,
they have no.
You got to find something. So that's why I like to mix it up, because I enjoy making all the videos equally. Like some are just harder to make than others, but I just enjoy making all of them. But my favorite to make is probably the comedy sketches. Those are because then I can see how people react to those. People go, "Oh, that was really funny," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, good. That was sweet."
Yeah, you also host a podcast, the Void Podcast. Is your second podcast? Didn't you used to have the Nick Woolley show, which is a volleyball podcast, and you host it with, I believe, Matt.
Yeah, I host it with.
So, is that coming back for the second semester? And what are your hopes for the Void?
Yeah, so right now we're working on a YouTube series that starts. The premiere is Monday for the YouTube series. So we want to go ahead and get that out of the way before we start the podcast back up. Right now with the university, our guy that like does everything for us, we're waiting on him. We're gonna start it back later in the month. Hopefully that's the like late January, early to mid February. That's when we're thinking about bringing things back. The only thing that sucks is that we can only have two, because of COVID rules and guidelines and all that. We can only have two people in the podcast room at a time. So we're trying to find ways around that, like you're doing right now, Zoom in and things like that. So that's what the plan is going forward, and we're starting this new series as well on YouTube.
All right, before we talk volleyball, I got a good question here. We both love Barstool Sports. What's your favorite show there, and who's your favorite personality at Barstool?
My favorite personality is Portnoy.
It's everyone's. He's the best.
Portnoy's got it. Like Portnoy is the best. That man is an idol. He's a good dude. Like he's just like
he started the Barstool Fund. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like he's just a good guy, and what I love about him is he just doesn't care. He just doesn't care, and that's something that I feel like everybody should like just don't care. Just like if you want to do something, just do it. Because who cares? You know what I'm saying? My favorite show on Barstool, that would be tough. I do like watching the Barstool Sports Advisors and hear their picks every week for football. That's probably my favorite.
Yeah, it was Stu Feiner, who is the craziest human being I think ever exist. He's hilarious, but definitely Portnoy is one of my favorite. I like the Barstool Chicago guys a lot. Their snake drafts are awesome. Have you seen those snake drafts that they do every Monday?
I think I've seen it once.
Yeah, they pick like
twice.
these random topics in the snake draft.
Yeah,
like, this is a brilliant idea.
It's so smart. Yeah, so like, yeah, I know. So it's whenever they get like the random topic and they're like best fruit snacks, and they go on the snake draft. Yeah, okay, then I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like best like road trip snacks or like college mascots. They did sodas. Okay. That's them. And they have a guest on every show. But my favorite like Barstool show would either be probably KFC Radio, because I mean, one, shout out KFC for liking some of my clips here on TikTok. True story. Shout out KFC for that.
There you go.
I love Feidelberg. He's just insane, crazy, hilarious. And then probably the Dave Portnoy show, because it's Dave Portnoy.
It's Dave.
But yeah, so that's my opinion on Barstool. I love it. Can't get enough. Stool Scenes. I could watch stools. I could binge watch Stool Scenes from like 2 years ago. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. It's really entertaining. It's fun to watch. It's fun company.
Yeah, you have made it known that you would love to work there. I would love to work there. I think everyone wants to work there.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about your volleyball. Obviously, you're a D3 player at Shrine University in Angola, Indiana, which, for those of you who don't know, is in like the most northern part of Indiana.
Yeah, it's like right, like I can walk like quick drive to Michigan or Ohio right now if I wanted to.
Yeah, it's close to Toledo. It's up by it's close to Battle Creek, Michigan. And I have a question. Like back when you were at Plainfield North, right? Plainfield North, right?
Yep.
Did you know you wanted to play volleyball in college the whole time, or did you not do it until like you got an offer? Because a lot of kids struggle. Like, do they want to go play their sport at the D3 level, or do they want to go attend a big school and just be a regular student? I feel like everyone who is not getting offers from Alabama to play football their junior season goes through this scenario.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I when I was in 8th grade and freshman year, I was like, we're going D1 for football. It was like I'm gonna be football. I played volleyball since 7th grade, but that was always my side sport. Like it was always like, oh, like when volleyball season comes around, it keeps me in shape. I enjoy volleyball, like it's fun. I play with my friends and stuff like that. Then after my freshman year of high school, I was like, okay, I'm like one of the team captains. Like I should probably take this a little more seriously now because I enjoyed it and it was really fun. So then sophomore year, that's when I started playing club volleyball and I quit football completely. Bro, my poor dad. Imagine telling your dad you wanted to quit football to play volleyball. So
I wasn't even allowed to play football. Cause like
I wasn't allowed to play football until 8th grade. I had to beg my mom to let me.
Yeah, my mom's like, you know how like she saw a concussion with Will Smith and was like, I don't know how people can play this, but like,
yeah.
I personally, it looks like a lot of fun, but I don't know if I want to be hurt or hurting every 7 days.
Yeah, I like even as a quarterback, I took some hard hits, and like, yeah, for sure, it's dangerous, especially if like I don't understand how kids that are like really little play football. Like I wouldn't let my kid play football if it was really little. But I think like 8th grade, freshman year, like once high school starts, that's a good thing. But yeah, like then I started playing club volleyball, and after 1 year of club volleyball, then I made varsity for high school, and I was like, all right, we're dead set. I don't think I was thinking college just yet. Then junior year came around, I got my first email from a college, and I was like, oh, like people want me and stuff. And so I started looking at schools, and then I chose to come here.
Yeah. So do you like the smallness of your campus? Like, do you like the smallness? Like, because a lot of kids once they get struggle. Like myself per se, I play baseball, and like I could probably play D3 ball, but like, do I want to go get that quote unquote like stereotypical college experience with the big school, the big football games, the fraternities, all that stuff?
Yeah, so like my friends, they were really surprised when I came here, but like I know it's like, oh, look, Woolley makes TikTok stuff. Like obviously you gotta go to a party school or something, but no, I wanted to go to a small school all along. All the schools I looked at were small schools. I like quiet. I like knowing everybody. I like making friends and stuff like that. I like the small campus feel and things like that. And I like the small class sizes too. That's really nice. I like that I'm not just sitting down at a lecture hall every day and just having some guy say some random stuff. Like people who actually care about me and stuff like that. I can't just go to Alabama and be like, hey, can I get a podcast here? No, who are you? Leave. But here, like, I can get a podcast. I can do stuff like looks good on resume and stuff. I get to play volleyball. I like the coaches, so everything worked out. And it was sweet.
So you used to be in high school. You were a hitter. Now you moved to setter. And then a little background about me. I used to play volleyball back in middle school. I had to quit because it was in the same season as baseball season. It totally wasn't because I wasn't that good. It's totally not that reason.
Okay.
No, I'm way better. I'm way better at baseball than I was at volleyball, but it was pretty fun. I will admit it was fun. I did not like defense really that much because I mean I'm not in 8th or in middle school. I was not the tallest. I'm 6 foot now, but in there I was like 5'2" in 7th grade. I'm like, so I wasn't like going up there spiking or anything. I'm like, baseball's definitely the better path. But what is your favorite thing about the game of volleyball?
Yeah, no, like you said, defense sucks. I'm what they know me as the James Harden of volleyball because I'm all offense, no defense for me. But the thing that I liked about volleyball more than the other sports was I like in middle school and high school I played basketball, volleyball, and football. Right. In basketball, we had this kid who now plays at Tulsa, and we had a kid that is a running back at Purdue on the same team. And so they just passed back and forth. We won every game. We made it to our conference championship. It was easy. Like all I had to do, I mean, I started, I would be on the court for like half the game. I'd stand around and stuff. And it was good. We still won. Football, we had, like I said, the running back going to Purdue. We had monster players. So I could throw the ball. I could pass the ball. We could just rely on people to win games in both those sports, and you wouldn't have to worry too much. Volleyball, if one person sucks, that's out
the whole team
people,
sucks.
the whole team sucks. Yeah, so that's like it's like a weakest link type thing. So that's what I like about it because everybody's got to be on the same page and everyone's got to really like care and be in order for the team to succeed. So that's probably my favorite part about volleyball.
I mean, not to brag, Nick, Glenbard West, I think we've won 3 state championships in the last 4 years for volleyball.
Yeah. I know. Glenbard West, very good school. You ain't gotta tell me.
I mean, we're good at football too. We're good at basketball. We have 2 D1, who will be D1 commits in my grade. And we got a D1 commit in our baseball program. We are good. I think you're tired of that. Glenbard West, all they do is they brag about how cool their school looks on the top of their hill, and how good they are at sports, and how special they are that they're the only team to play football on Saturdays, which I think is totally stupid. I want to play on Friday.
Yeah.
Well, I don't play. I want to watch on Fridays.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I would not want to go to a Saturday game.
Yeah, it's during my weekend, like kind of like go on Friday night when everyone's like in that school spirit, because like you get out of school at we got out of school like 2:30.
Yeah.
It was like the football game. It was a away game. It's in 5 hours, so everyone's kind of like the school spirit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it was, because then like you go to school Friday and it's like you're all excited and you're hyped because you know you got that game tonight or whatever. So it's just like you go through your day and you're in a good mood because you have something to look forward to. Like Saturday, bro, yeah, I'll pass.
All right, let's go back to the college. This is probably a question for not only I would like to know, but probably all those kids in high school that are thinking about being a student athlete in college. Is it challenging to balance your time between obviously school, volleyball, your sport, and then for you social life, and then you especially your YouTube and media career?
So this one it depends. So I had a teammate my freshman year. I had a teammate in high school who was a senior setter. He is now the starting setter at Ball State, and he says it is almost impossible just to balance school and volleyball, just in general.
Yeah.
So when he told me that,
go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So he told me.
All right.
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
So I hear from all the time that like when you play a sport at a college, it's your job. Like that's why they want these guys like D1, like the Trevor Lawrences, Justin Fields of the world, to get paid because they have no free time.
Yeah, exactly. So like for D1 volleyball players, yeah, it could be hard. But I knew I was never going to go D1. Like I always knew it was going to be like D3 or NAI or something because, like, first of all, I'm 6'3". That's not going to cut it in the first place.
Yeah, that's not that tall for volleyball.
Yeah, for volleyball, it's not that tall. And on top of that, like I make all these videos and stuff. There's no way I would have time to do any of that. Now, if you go D3, it's like if I wasn't doing videos or anything like that, balancing school and volleyball, like easy. That's easiest thing in the world to do. Even with the videos and stuff like that, it's still relatively easy for me to balance it. So it's not that bad. So if you're going D1, that's your job. Like that is your full-time job. You're gonna be waking up early in the morning and doing all that stuff. But if you go D3, NAIA, something like that, then it's not gonna be that hard. It's not gonna be as bad as you might think it is.
Thank you. I know that answers a lot of questions for myself and especially other kids going through the same process you did. Just
for sure.
Variance to sport, whether it's football, basketball, whatever. And what would you say your favorite thing about being a student athlete is?
Favorite thing about being a student athlete is, it's a hard question. I think the best part is just that I still get to play volleyball because, you know, there's no professional league after college for volleyball. Like that's it. So like sure, there's people that play football and they go to the NFL afterwards who can watch NFL. Like college is the big leagues for men's volleyball. So I enjoy that I was able to play in college and go to a college that I really like too, because I had a lot of friends in high school that weren't able to play in college, and they tell me like all the time they really regret it. That if they could change one thing is that they would be playing volleyball in college right now. So just I like volleyball, so it's nice that I can play it while being in a kick-ass school as well.
That's a really good response. I really enjoy that. So Nick, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Do you have anything more you'd like to say?
No, man, I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for taking the time out. And Nick, where can the listeners find you on social media platforms?
Man, you can find me you can find me on YouTube. Just put that N1CK space W0OLLEY, or if you want to make it simple for yourself, just look up Nick Woolley on YouTube. Add me on Instagram, same username. Twitter, same username. It's all the same.
Hey, are you still on Cameo?
I am still on Cameo, except my price has gone up a little bit since it's now we're at $9.
All right, yeah. So get your own personalized message from Nick Woolley himself.
That's right.
And it won't break the bank like if you want the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar $800.
Mm-hmm. I've actually done Cameo a lot more for advertising. People use it for advertising than personal messages and stuff, which like I'll do it. $10, you know?
Yeah. So I would like to thank you for coming on. This has been episode 33 of Zoomer Sports Radio. As always, you can find us on TikTok. Of course, we're approaching 5,000 followers there. You can find us on Instagram at zoomer.sports. Find us on Twitter. You can find us anywhere. But this has been episode 33. Thank you, Nick, for coming on, and we'll see you guys later.